Well, I'm back with another Mindful Monday. Classy, sassy, and a big bad assy. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to the Pixie Palace. Well, today I decided to make a cup of tea and do a little coffee chat with you guys. Mindful Monday has been quite an adventure lately. I've noticed that my topics have been kind of all over the place, and today I'm going back to my roots a little bit. I wanted to talk about our energy frequency and focus, and how it is interlinked whether we realize it or not. I had a bit of an epiphany today. I've been so focused on my gaming channel that I'm going to be launching in the very near future, as well as some other projects I've been involved in on the Hive blockchain as well as off the blockchain. And it's been a really exciting time. I've been very busy but very productive, and I'm really looking forward to especially the next few weeks. However, I've noticed today and just realized it this morning that I have been so focused on one aspect of setting up my gaming channel that I was hitting resistance without even realizing it. Now, full disclaimer, I have not solved this issue yet, and I will share with you what it is. It's kind of funny when you think about it. As you know, when you go on my YouTube channel here, you will see the artwork, which actually I need to replace in the near future. And you'll see the banner and all that represents that channel. So I'm in the middle of doing this for the gaming channel, and of course you can't launch the channel until you do so. Well, it has been a pain in my butt. I made the designs, I know how to do the graphics and all that, and they're quite nice if I might say so myself. And I thought, okay, I'll pop in the dimension template that YouTube offers and just get it loaded up. So I started doing that, and it didn't look right. It looked off center, it looked cut off in the mobile aspect, in the TV aspect it has, and especially on the desktop setup. And I thought, okay, fine, I'll just tweak it a little bit. Kept doing it, kept off center, all cut off, didn't look right, and I was getting really frustrated. And when I get frustrated, especially with creative stuff, I'm like a woman on a mission. I'm stubborn, bullheaded, and I'm going to get it done. And I was getting so frustrated. I was like, okay, let me Google, see if somebody has a video on how to do this. I know I've done it before, but for some reason it's not working this time. So I Googled and found some websites that had the templates. The dimensions were off. No offense to YouTube, but even their dimensions were off. It was just crazy. And I spent probably nearly over an hour trying to figure this out, getting more and more frustrated in the process. And so I got so fed up, I thought, you know what? Forget about it. I'll just, do it the next day. And I am going to go back to it later today just to see if I can come up with something. And it's really interesting because I was thinking about it as I was making my tea. The more I focused on the negative outcome of this project, I was hitting resistance so much that I was attracting more of the same thing. Now, I'm all about law of attraction in a certain perspective. What we focus on, we attract. And that could be in a negative aspect or that could be in a positive aspect. And what really hit home for me is that our energy frequency really comes into place with that. It could be a business project like I'm talking about. It could be a relationship. It could be for something you've really been wanting and trying to manifest and really working hard at it. But when we hit resistance, we don't make any progress. We attract the same outcome, even if it's in another form. And the cycle continues. It's almost a never-ending loop. That's when it's time to step back, take a breath. I mean, really, for real, take a breath. Inhale, exhale, and take a moment and just be. It's okay to have emotions. It's okay to react. I'm learning that more and more. It is okay to have your feelings, because nothing's perfect, and you're never going to have 100% positive emotions all the time. But when we step back and actually look at it for what it is, feel the feelings, feel the frustration, process it, acknowledge it. Always do that. Never push it down, because it'll just come out later on in a much worse form. But then really take a look at it from an observer perspective. See where your energy is at, where your focus is at. Because where your focus is at, that's what you attract. It's almost like maybe somebody we're intimidated by for some reason, or somebody we feel in competition with. Every time they come in the room, we start feeling that resistance. We start feeling that negative feeling. We start feeling, I don't feel comfortable around that person. Oh, that person's going to beat me on this. And, oh my God, it's always going to be a negative experience. And you might have thoughts in that perspective. And that actually attracts more of that. Instead of letting go and going, okay, that's where they're at right now. This is what's important to them. But that doesn't necessarily have to be what's important to me. Their experience doesn't have to be my experience. And it's sometimes really hard to do that, because our ego wants to tell us, oh, you got to protect yourself, so you got to be competitive. You got to one-up this person in that situation. You got to defend yourself. You can't let your guard down. And your ego is there to protect you and keep you safe. And in some aspects, that's a good thing. But a lot of the time, we allow our ego to take the driver's seat when that's not necessary. Sometimes we have to let our ego take the back seat for a while and allow our higher self to take charge. So basically, with this project experience I've been having, taking the time out really helped me reset my mindset so that I can go back to it with a clearer and fresher perspective. And it's not easy. A lot of us go through this, especially as content creators and entrepreneurs. You'll hit that little obstacle and you'll just keep hitting it, trying to get that goal accomplished and move forward, and it's just like a big roadblock. So when we take time to take a breath and not react so much and not be so rigid, and whatever solution comes to mind to overcome this obstacle, that's when the flow comes back in. That's when either the creative flow or just your normal flow. And that, in turn, will raise your energy frequency. It's really interesting because I've been more in tune to my energy frequency, and I've tried to be mindful of what triggers me and what may lower my energy frequency. And if you guys want a future video about what can raise your vibration or what can decrease your vibration, let me know in the comments below. I'd be glad to do a video about that. I have done some similar ones, so I'll try to link one of them above. That way you guys can take a look at that. But really all it is up to us how we respond to our external world and how we engage and are proactive in that. And it really starts within. It always starts within. And a lot of us are tired of hearing that, because sometimes we look to external things to either help us solve our problems or to gain clarity. And while some of this may be true to a point, it always starts within. It always starts with tweaking our perspective, maybe not coming from it from such an emotional charge, and really taking time to regroup and come back to it. So hopefully I'll be very successful with my project today, but I am going into it with a less perfectionist perspective, because in it, I think what it was, I was trying to make it perfect. I want to make it a good launch. I want to make a good channel, and it will be good. It's just a matter of letting go of my rigid form of how it should come out. So that's just a little thing that dawned on me today, and I wanted to share with you. I do have some other perspectives on energy and on how external stimuli will interact with us as we keep our energy frequency high or even low. And either one is okay. It's better to be on a higher frequency, of course, but we are going to have days so it might be at a lower frequency, and that is okay as long as we try to process through it, maybe get to the root of it, or just ride it out for the day knowing the next day will be better. We are human. We're here for human experience, and to say that we're always going to be on a high frequency would be a falsehood. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the rambling today. Give yourself grace in these things. I wasn't doing that so much the other day, and this time I am a little more mindful going into it. So hopefully it will add to the Mindful Monday aspect. We're all doing the best we can, and that's all we can hope for. As long as we grow and improve ourselves each day, little by little, it's all worth it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Let me know how you feel about things like this in the comments below. Or if you want, share an experience you've been through and how you overcame it. Because all of our life experience is uniquely different in all of us. No one's is the same. And if we can learn from each other, more power to us. So until the next time, keep shining your light out there. Keep believing in yourself. And always, always help one another in this crazy world. Until the next time, to know thyself is to know thy truth. Namaste.